hopefully by this time.
We'll see.
We'll see. So, same clothes. We're shooting all our videos now. I know you don't really care, but we tend to troll some YouTube channels where they wear the same clothes every day. And, and they seem to be days apart in filming. So, anyway, what's today? Today is June.
July.
Almost July. July next week.
It's June, let's see, 27th is when my one paper is due, 26th, June 24th.
Okay, June 24th. We have Oakley here behind us because he needs attention. He wants our attention. We realized kind of in talking that we never really followed up on our Hard Rock stay.
Which was...
a month ago.
I thought we went on your birthday.
No, it was before Kylie left for
Okay, well...
Omaha.
Okay, so yeah, it was a month ago.
Yeah, so it's been about a month. So Hard Rock Hotel at Universal is the last hotel that I had on my list because I've stayed at every other one. You've stayed at every other one but Sapphire Falls.
I have not stayed at Sapphire Falls.
No. So maybe we'll have to do that for your birthday. So Hard Rock is the hardest hotel too to score Mark's
because it's
discounts because it's a premier hotel.
Name recognition. It's the Hard Rock.
Yes. So, but we managed to scoop up a reservation and stayed at it. So, kind of a recap of our stay. We only stayed one night. Unfortunately, we didn't take advantage of some of the offerings at the hotel, which included having a record player with songs. So it sounded like pre-selected probably. Set up on records. We could have gotten a guitar set up to our room as well. And I think they had 20 guitars to choose from. We didn't do that either. So ideally, we probably would have done it. But we actually, that night, we went to the Hard Rock Kitchen for dinner. And I feel like it was almost 2.5 hours.
Yes, we were there for a while.
Yeah. And we weren't really, we didn't eat anything outlandish or get anything that was super hard to cook. It was just... And it wasn't a busy night either, so it was just... Take a breath. So, but yeah, it just took a long time. So, unfortunately, it was so long ago, I don't remember what I had. The only thing I can tell you about is the dessert.
Well, what did you have for dessert?
We had the bread pudding, the bourbon bread pudding.
Ah, yes. The bourbon bread pudding.
Yes. And I'm going to disclose that in my mind, when I think of I realize that bourbon is alcohol, is alcohol, right?
Yes.
But every time I think of bourbon, I just think of a nice, rich brown sugar. So, I know, it sounds stupid.
Bourbon is whiskey.
I know, but I'm just feeling like it's mixed with brown sugar, and in a dessert, it's going to be more like brown sugar, like a brown sugar than a whiskey. Don't ask me why. Look. Growing up, our dessert was vanilla ice cream, or no bakes. So,
back in the 80s, you had Neapolitan ice cream and you liked it.
That's right. Yep. And for a long time, Grandma every week had her strawberry cheesecake ice cream. So, or her fruit salad. Yeah. So. And honestly, I don't remember really having a whole lot of desserts. Like I said, at our house, it was always no bakes, and we'd have to fight over them. And those were the ones that my mom always put them in a muffin tin. So it's the oatmeal, peanut butter, sugar. Yeah, I don't remember if you were there when we fought over them. But so anyway, dinner did take a little bit longer than expected. Oh, I had the Hard Rock burger.
It didn't feel like we were there for a while though. It went by pretty quick. I didn't think it felt like we were there for that long.
Yeah. I don't know why it felt like I don't know. But before that, we did go. That was the other thing too. I think we didn't go down for dinner until about 7, because we went over to Universal Orlando, or Universal Studios. Went to the tribute store. Yep. Went and saw the Jurassic
Park tribute store.
Yep. And I think we went on a couple rides too. We went on E.T.
E.T.
And Escape from Green Guts.
And Escape from Green Guts.
Yeah, so it went into Diagon Alley. So one of the features of the Hard Rock Hotel is, since it's a premier resort, you and every member of your room, every member of your party, gets express passes for both the day of check-in and the day of check-out, which is nice because if you're only staying for one night, you get 2 days of express passes, which is nice. So we used those. We had dinner, and then we ended up just watching TV and going to bed. Mark got up like he loves to and went to almost park admission or early park admission, rope drop, kind of.
Not really.
I felt like he did, but since we had to check out, we still had use of the pool the full day. We could go to the Hard Rock pool. We could pool hop to almost any other resort. I think the lowest tiers are ones you can't hop to, because they can't hop to the higher. So it's just kind of a reciprocal type of thing you can't hop to. But I like the Hard Rock Hotel pool. I had been there another time and really enjoyed it. The water's, it's a pretty big pool. There's only like one area where it's maybe 4.5 feet deep, which is important to me because I'm only 5'3", so you can't really just wade in when most pools. So they also have a slide. They have a DJ that comes out from 1 to 5, and in my life I've never wanted to. I felt like I've never been as bougie as I do when I go to Hard Rock because I ordered drinks poolside. I had snacks poolside, and that was nice. So I just kind of stayed at the pool all day.
We went and had breakfast.
We did. Okay.
I didn't go to the park early.
That's right. We had the breakfast buffet. So, okay, so let's go back and talk about the breakfast buffet then, because at Hard Rock, their restaurant is the kitchen. They have another restaurant that's the beach club, and that's outside the pool. And I can't remember if it's just weekend mornings or if they said it's every day. There's a buffet in the Hard Rock kitchen. And when we looked at we were trying to decide if we were going to get the buffet or not. And one of the benefits of the buffet is they had alternative, like you could get all their specialty French toast. You could get omelets. And when I say specialty French toast, I mean like the fanciest freaking French toast you've ever seen. So the one, what is it called? Elvis Presley's French toast or something like that?
Like the King's French toast or Elvis's French toast, something like that.
Peanut butter and banana French toast.
Yeah, peanut butter sauce and banana, like just a whole banana basically sliced on top of it.
Yeah, and it's not like they're giving you and it's fresh. They're not putting the French toast on the buffet and then taking it off to add the peanut butter and the bananas. They're making it fresh right there. You can get made waffles, made crepes, the omelets. They have biscuits and gravy, hash, a whole area just dedicated to fruits, parfaits. So we figured that was our best bet. So we had the buffet, and then you went to the park.
Yes.
And then I put our luggage out, went to the pool, rest of the day. And then we left about 3:15, and I think we were maybe 2 miles outside of the hotel, and it just downpoured like the whole way home after that.
Yep.
So, the beds itself, I say, were pretty standard. I wouldn't say they're the most comfortable, but they weren't uncomfortable. The pillows, just like every other pillow place, they're pillows that have been used,
You didn't bring a pillow this time.
I didn't bring a pillow.
The beds, I didn't think were too soft or too firm. Are we saying that the worst beds of all the hotels were still at Aventura?
Yes.
Yes, those were the hardest beds.
Yes.
Hard Rock is, it's a bed. It's not going to hurt your back. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm sleeping on a slab of rock or anything. But you're also not going to just sink into it. So.
Yeah. The hotel itself is decorated with a lot of music memorabilia. We had a magician at dinner too.
He didn't come to our table, thankfully. But they
yeah.
did have tableside magicians at dinner.
Yes, and then I think they also had. There's a couple nights where I think they had musicians in the bar area too. We didn't go to the bar because they have a separate whole bar area as well. But it's a pretty hotel. I will say it's the express passes that make it expensive. It's not. In my personal opinion, it's not. It doesn't even have a spa. And I know the other was not Royal Pacific.
It has a spa.
Does it have a spa?
Like you got to make a reservation, but yes, there's the spa downstairs.
Oh, I must have missed that. So, but anyway, yeah. So I think if you're thinking you're just gonna go to the parks and you using a hotel to sleep, if express passes are not important to you, do not stay. Like Hard Rock is not worth the money. I mean, if you look on the website, it goes for between $500 and $1,000 a night.
All the premier resorts, and I'm just gonna say it because the rooms are nothing special.
No, they're standard size. They're not overly sized or anything.
The pools really aren't anything super special either.
No, it's just I've never done poolside service. That's what I like about it. Yeah.
They have a more expensive restaurant at each place. Like there's the Palomette Hard Rock. I can't remember the name of the one at
Mama Dell's, I think.
No, there's like another one that's more expensive at Portofino, but I can't remember. And well, actually, I don't know if there was a more expensive one or not at Royal Pacific. I think there was, but I'd like the Royal Pacific out of all three of those. I mean, Portofino, you're paying for that little thing that makes it look like Portofino Bay. Basically, is what you're paying for
the scenery, and the express passes.
Yeah.
So,
but if you're thinking, oh, I'm spending $500, this room's going to be amazing. No, it's just a standard, hotel room that you could get for $100 or something a night.
Right. Exactly. So, to break it down, usually in the busy season, express passes per person can go anywhere from like $150 to over $300 a person a day. I think $300 probably I've heard somebody said they paid $300 during peak season.
Wow.
And that was like on a Saturday.
That's a lot
during
of money,
peak season. Yeah. So we're a family of two, or we went as a family of two. So Kylie stayed here with the dog. Kylie, even if she had gone with us,
he could have went. The Hard Rock is pet friendly, and they do have room service for your dogs or cats.
Yes. Now the thing is, with taking your dog to any of these hotels, it says in the disclosures that you have to be with your dog the whole time. You can't leave.
Yes, if you leave your room, you have to take the dog to their kennel or something and pay for them to watch your dog while you're gone.
Yeah. And, Kylie she's 13. We live 25 minutes away from the hotel. So she had her first overnight without mom and dad in the house, which was fine. She was fine. Yeah, didn't she? She did good for you. So if you're a family of 4, now, you're probably getting a little discount on the express passes, plus the place to sleep.
Yes. So, like I said, if you really want the express passes and you're a bigger family,
and it might be your first time to the parks, you want to make sure you go to everything.
If you can get a decent price on those rooms, you go do that.
Right.
Some people only get the one night in those rooms and then go into the cheaper hotels for the rest of their stay. And they get at least 2 days worth of express pass out of that.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can get 2 days of express passes and, still have cheaper hotels the rest of your stay. You can absolutely do that. Every hotel at Universal has the concierge service where you can actually, or concierge, I don't know how you say it, concierge. And they're, I don't know if that counts as concierge, but you can drop off your luggage and come back for it. So
you can do that if you're staying at the premier resorts, the 3 that you get your express passes for. You also get premier seating. It's not really premier seating, but if you really want to eat somewhere
in City
Walk, you just go up to the
concierge and
say, I want to eat here tonight, and they'll pull the strings and get you a seat that night.
Yeah, which actually that was really nice last time we stayed at a Universal hotel because most of the restaurants in City Walk, especially after people started kind of coming out after the pandemic, they just get booked up so fast, especially on a Friday and Saturday night. You could stand outside those popular restaurants for 3 hours waiting on a reservation, and some of them they don't even take walk-ups.
Yeah.
at that point. So overall, the pool is great. The level of service, like having I feel like they checked on me all the time.
The pool area is great. Yes, the pools themselves aren't anything special.
No.
But yes, the area. It's got the slide.
It's got a lot of seating. It's got lots of seating. They have a couple private cabanas too that you can rent.
It's got the live DJ. Last time I was there, they had the two guys actually playing live music.
Yeah.
But then they had a DJ the day you were there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get poolside service without having to pay an exorbitant amount for get poolside service. That's part of. I mean, you're paying a lot for the drinks, obviously.
Right, and they automatically have the gratuity though, so you don't you have to add that on there. You can give them your card, and they'll, you can charge it to your room, or you can charge it to a credit card and stuff like that, which is nice. And what the problem with the hard drinks at the Hard Rock is they are so well made is you can't necessarily taste the alcohol, and that's a big thing for me. Is I like alcoholic drinks where you can't taste the alcohol, because then I'm gonna slam them, and unfortunately that's not always a good thing, because I think I had 3 or 4 at $18 to $20 a piece. So again, that's not something I do or we do all the time. I'm not a boozer.
No, she's not. So is that basically it? Or did you have anything super cool?
No, really not.
My other thing is, you go to the other hotels. Do all the other ones have their own freestyle cups?
Yes, so that's the other thing, and maybe we missed it.
The Hard Rock does not have their own freestyle cups. They have a freestyle machine. Yeah. But they want to charge you money to use it.
Yeah, unless you're getting water.
Yeah,
but you can take your universal cup there. It's $2.50 a piece for each fill up.
Yeah.
And with like Cabana Bay, Sapphire Falls and stuff, that was you pay a flat amount for how many days you're there. So
for their cup.
Yeah. Because
the cups in the parks don't work at the hotels. The hotel cups don't work at the park.
Right. When again, the exception on all of these is unless you're just getting water. You can take any cup.
Oh, you can take anything if you just want water.
Yeah, up to a freestyle machine to get water. So, but like I said, when you think, so I had it kind of built up in my mind. This was just gonna be like a rock, just an amazing hotel, very fancy, and it wasn't. Like I said, it was nice. It was a place. I understand that most people here are coming not. For a place to sleep. They have the water taxis, the shuttles, and a walking path to the parks. So there's 3 ways to get to the park. Not every hotel has the water taxi. So.
And really, I don't know why you would want to take the buses from the Hard Rock, because it's going to take you to the bus hub, and then you're going to have to walk up and go. You take the boats, boom, you're there in City Walk. You walk it, which is only 5-10 minute walk, boom, you're in City Walk. You take the bus, you're getting driven all the way to outside of the security hub. You gotta go up, go through the security hub, and then walk to get to City Walk still.
Yeah, so it's kind of a waste of time.
So if you don't want to walk, take the boat. I know the bus runs because if it's raining or if there's lightning in the area, the boats don't run.
Right.
But it's not much of a walk. You're going to be walking out.
Just don't walk it when you're drunk and it's super hot out.
You're going to be walking anyway if you're going to the park, or if you're using the electric scooters and you've got it at the hotel, just ride that down the pathway. You're just going to get, because the pathway goes basically right to the entrance
of studios. Yeah, which is nice.
But I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had done some cooler things, but we're just not cool people.
I don't know how to play guitar, so I just look at it and go, wow, there's a guitar.
Right, it's pretty. Well,
they did have a pretty one, that blue one.
Yeah, that blue one was very pretty in the pictures.
And the record player, we're not going to sit in the room and listen to records. I don't know what music they would have gave us.
No.
But And yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it. So
if you don't need the express passes, save your money. Go to, if you
Cabana
really,
Bay.
really want to save your money, there's nothing wrong with Surfside
or Dockside.
Or Dockside.
Yeah, those are Endless Summer. Those are really good.
If you want to spend just a little more, Cabana Bay is great.
Yep.
It's got the lazy river at Cabana Bay.
Plus the pool.
Plus it's basically a walk across the street. But if you want to go to Volcano Bay and you have tickets, it's not that far of a walk from Cabana Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And they have just that nice big
pool. Just a regular pool.
They have a nice regular pool, and they got that nice bigger dining room area compared to.
Yes, it's like a cafeteria.
It's just
with food court. With a food court.
The food court.
And the food's pretty decent.
Yeah.
So.
I have not stayed at Sapphire Falls. I can't tell you that.
The pool at Sapphire Falls is also nice. It also has a slide. It also has the same poolside service. Like I would say, probably everybody does have the same poolside service. Probably, pardon me, just a different food.
And then Aventura is just.
We didn't go to the pool at Aventura.
It's got a pretty short walk to Volcano Bay again if you want to go to Volcano Bay. But that one's basically like just.
It feels like a businessman hotel.
It's a businessman hotel. It's just modern everywhere. Nothing really exciting. The most exciting thing there is the rooftop bar.
And the robot.
Oh, and the robot that'll give you your soap or something if you need more towels.
Yeah, they'll come deliver it for you.
So, yep.
So pretty much we've stayed, like I said, Mark did not stay at Sapphire Falls, but I have a couple times. So if there's any questions you guys have about the rooms, any tips, like I said, Mark gave you like one of the best tips is you could check into a premier resort and for one night get 2 days of express passes and then move to a cheaper hotel.
Or a day and a half, depending on what time you check in.
Right. Well, you can actually go to the hotel at like 9 o'clock in the morning and check in, and they'll buzz you when your room's ready, but you still get the express passes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing is you can still go at 9 o'clock in the morning even though check-in's not till 4. At least that's what I've heard. That's what I've read on pass holder sites. I've never done it myself. So
it makes sense. People want to get
their money's worth.
Express pass.
Right. So that's it for that. We don't have anything else planned for the summer as far as trips or anything like that.
Still got to see my movies I want to see.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Yep, but that's it for us. That's all we're doing this summer. And until next time,
stay out of trouble.